Welcome to RAVENS Report and thanks for watching. I'm Seanna.
And I'm Garrison. It's Tuesday, October 5th. On this day in history, in 1947, President Harry Truman gave the very first televised professional speech.
The president was asking Americans to cut back on their use of grain because of the famine in post-war Europe.
In addition to this limited grain use, Truman asked Americans to forego eating meat on Tuesdays and eggs and poultry on Thursdays, as well as trying to eat one fewer piece of bread per day.
Tomorrow is Ridgeview's first classic car drive-in show. As a reminder to everyone, the parking spaces in front of the weight room are reserved for car show cars only. Take a walk and take a look at the sweet rides out there, as people will be showing off their classic vehicles.
Tomorrow is an SIW Wednesday, so make sure you go to homeroom, your 7th period first thing. For those who are late, with late arrival, make sure you know when 2nd period starts.
The Oregon Promise is a state grant that helps cover tuition at any Oregon community college. There is a free webinar this afternoon that will cover how to apply, how to fill out the FAFSA, and plenty of more information. Come to the College and Career Center if you have any questions.
Let's take a quick look at the weather for this week.
Hello, I'm Maili with a look at the weather. Yesterday night might have been the last truly warm day of the calendar year, with today holding out with a high in the 70s. Tomorrow, however, fall has arrived. It is going to be about a 15-degree drop, with a high just under 60. The nighttime lows hovering right around or just below freezing. It'll be partly sunny, with the highs the rest of the week are only projected to be in the low 60s. So it's time to dust off those sweaters and hoodies as the Central Oregon fall descends upon us.
And now we wanted to go live to Studio B, where they're filming the daily episode of Coffee with the Counselors. Let's take a look.
Good morning. Happy day, Ravens. Welcome to the first episode of Coffee with Counselors. Today we're going to be talking all things transcripts. So, John Jacob, can you go over the difference between the second language arts and CTE category on transcripts?
Well, thank you. Can I just let you know how much I appreciate you using my middle name?
You're welcome.
For all of Ridgeview, now that's my middle name. So, thanks again. We get lots of questions in counseling about a category on your transcript that's second language, arts, and career tech. And it's in the credit summary on your transcript. It's also accessible to you in your student view. But that category, there's lots of different classes that meet that requirement. Spanish meets it, sign language meets it, engineering classes, TV broadcasting classes, culinary. There's a lot of different classes that all apply to that category, which creates confusion about the second language piece. The second language is an admissions requirement for college. And there's 2-year colleges, there's 4-year colleges, there's technical colleges, there's film schools. So I'm going to turn it over now to my colleague, Ms. Johnson, and she's going to talk to you about language requirements and college entrance.
Yes. For 4-year universities, most schools like to see 2 years of the same second language. So for us at Ridgeview, that would be 2 years of Spanish or 2 years of ASL. Culinary and ceramics or business classes don't count for 2 years of the same second language, although they do on your transcript at Ridgeview. 2-year colleges, like if you're going to COCC, don't necessarily require 2 years of the same second language. So it's definitely important to look into schools that you're considering and confirm the requirements for language. And now I'm going to head back to Randy. And Randy, if kids want to talk about applying to colleges or making sure their transcripts look good for colleges, what should they do next?
Absolutely. The next step is to get a hold of one of us. Mrs. Johnson has the freshmen A through G and all of the juniors. Mr. Albright has freshmen H through M and all of the sophomores. And I am the senior counselor and have freshmen N through Z. So scheduling an appointment with us is great, as well as going to the College and Career Center and seeing Miss Solis up there, who is always a great resource. Now for our next week episode of...
Wait, I have a question.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Albright.
My question is, I think I want to go to college someday. Should I go ahead and do my languages, or should I just wait till my senior year?
Contrary to popular belief, Mr. Albright, you should get them done as soon as possible.
I have another question.
Yes, Mr. Albright.
My question is, if I take 1 year of Spanish and then 1 year of sign language, would that work for a college like Oregon State?
They prefer to see 2 years of the same second language, so 2 years of Spanish or 2 years of ASL.
Great questions,
Okay.
Mr. Albright.
Thank you.
Now, for next week's topic, if you guys would love to send one of us an email with the subject line Ravens Report, we would love to hear subjects you would like to talk about. Thanks for watching for your first episode of Coffee with Counselors.
That's it for today. Check out our YouTube page at youtube.com/Ridgeview Ravens. I'm Garrison.
And I'm Seanna. Have an epic day, stay safe, and stay classy.